Hello Groveland. Today's video is being prepared for you on January the 20th, 2016. I just want to give you an update on 2 or 3 issues in the community that you might be interested in because a number of people have asked about some of them. First of all, in case you didn't see it in the local newspapers, I want to let you know that the zoo that we had in the township, which had lions and tigers and some other animals that we considered dangerous, has left the township completely. They're no longer here, so there's no more lions and tigers, at least none that we know of, in the township at this point in time. The second item I want to let you know about is the proposed ORV and / outdoor adventure park that we hope takes place here. I can tell you that the preliminary letters for an option to purchase have been delivered to both of the parties that own the 2 pits around the Mount Holly Resort. That is the pit that is to the south of Mount Holly, where you've probably seen a lot of activity from Dixie Highway, and the other pit is located behind Mount Holly to the west of it. Both of those owners have had preliminary letters for an option to purchase. The negotiations are currently ongoing between the property owners and the Department of Natural Resources, who had the grant money for the purchases. We're not a part of those discussions, so I can't really tell you if they're close to being completed or not, but we are cautiously optimistic that sometime this year they will reach agreement. Those pits will be purchased, and the beginning of the ORV park that many of you have asked about will actually take place. The other parcels that they were interested in also have had appraisals done on them, but no offers have been made yet because the DNR wants to make sure they can get the ORV and the 2 pits first, or there's no point in really acquiring some of the other parcels, as they would be frankly hard to access and use for anything all by themselves. So as that facility moves along in its negotiations and we are made aware of how the negotiations are processing, we'll let you know. We do know that in concept, the Oakland County Parks Board this month agreed in concept to the development of an agreement between Oakland County Parks and the Department of Natural Resources, who will be buying the property, for the management of the facility. And we think this is a real plus because we would prefer that Oakland County Parks be the managing entity, because we think they do a very good job with Groveland Oaks and there would be some synergies that could be applied to it. So that process is moving, but there's still no formal announcement, that it hasn't happened because no property has been sold as of this video recording. And the third thing I want to tell you about is some good news that I recently received at the supervisors' January luncheon meeting. Unbeknownst to me, frankly, until we got to the luncheon, was the fact that in the repair and maintenance projects that the Oakland County Road Commission does for 2016, they have included 2 projects for Groveland Township. The first project is going to be putting a new cap on Grange Hall Road from Jasmine going east to M15. Many of you may recall the last time they did paving on Grange Hall Road that it didn't go from Jasmine all the way to M15, and that portion of the road has started to break up somewhat, and so they're going to do a new overlay on that to help preserve that road, and we're very pleased at that. That money comes from federal funds through Oakland County Road Commission, and we're glad they decided to do it, even though they didn't bother to advise us originally. The second one, which was a complete surprise to me, is I knew the road, Groveland Road, from Jasmine to M15, which is the older part of the paving there, was starting to break up and was classified by Oakland County as a D standard road needing repairs. Oakland County has decided they want to try some new techniques that they have not used to try and extend some of the service life on some of the roads in the county. And so they picked Groveland Road from Jasmine Road to M15 to try a new type of shot stone, thinner overlay that they think will extend the pavement life there, and they want to see how well it works. I had inquired of them last year and again in January if they would take a look at doing Trip Road, because Trip Road is really in bad shape and frankly far worse than Groveland. I had indicated to them that it was my first preference to get that fixed. But they've told me at the January meeting that frankly Trip Road is already too far deteriorated to use the type of pavement that they're going to try and use on Groveland's recapping process. So I will continue to go to the solid surface funding transportation meetings, as I have been for years, and continue to try and move that Trip Road project somewhere into the hopper. But for many of us, you probably know from listening to the news that all the new money that's coming into the road projects from the new taxes that the legislature passed at the end of 2015 really don't start to show up until 2020 at the earliest. So I'm not real optimistic that it'll get fixed in the next year or two, but the road continues to deteriorate, and I have told them that that is our first priority. However, even in view of that, the two projects that we're having, I am very happy to say that we're getting those, because that really means, with the exception of Trip Road, the paved roads that we have in the township are really all in pretty darn good shape at the end of those two repaving projects. So that's it really for today's video. The zoo is no longer in the township, no more lions or tigers here. The court case has been dropped. And in addition to that, we have the two paving projects that I told you about, as well as the discussions on the potential development of the ORV/outdoor adventure park is moving along, and some preliminary offers have been made. We'll keep you abreast of those as we know in the future. So until the next video, Groveland, have a great day, and we'll keep you abreast of what's happening. Thank you.